Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the second ship I'm sailing in, and today I'm going to show you the tour of the chief officer's room. But this is an empty room as of now. I haven't arranged anything here. I wanted to show you how an empty room looks like. In my last ship, I didn't get an opportunity. I didn't get the time to record the empty tour of the room, and also that my husband had already boarded the ship and he had arranged the room completely for us. He had already taken our clothes and everything was well kept. I didn't have much to do in that room. Now I'll take you around. Hope you like the vlog. This is the chief officer's room. It has some safety instructions pasted on the door. Every cabin is a non-smoking cabin and smoke detectors will be present in each of the cabin. So as you open the door, this is like a small foyer area, but this is mainly used to hang boiler suits and dirty clothes. We have a broomstick and a mop inside the room because I was present there. I clean the room myself most of the times. But when family is not there, the GS always cleans the room and there's no need for an extra broomstick inside the room. Here we have precautionary measures like the lifeboat measures, how to wear a life jacket, how to react in case of emergencies, and all other important documents are pasted here on the back side of the wall. And as you enter, here you have the switchboard, and next to it you have the fire alarm and a clock. This clock is controlled by the master clock, so we cannot change the time in this clock manually. And then here is the drawing room cum living area. There is a good sofa put up here and there is a chair next to it. As you can see, this room is quite bigger than the last ship that we sailed in. So that ship did not have much space to keep extra objects like the chair, the extra desk, etc. I guess captain's room, chief officer's room and chief engineer's room will be having paintings on the walls. And this area is the workspace that my husband hardly uses because whenever my husband wants to work on something related to documents or computers, he goes to the ship's office. He does not work inside the room. Here's a window which is covered by magnetic curtains. So as you can see, there are magnets placed on the corners of this curtain so that when you close the curtain does not fly off or it does not move during the night, because it's very important to keep the windows closed during the night. Light from the ship should not be reflecting on the sea. It might cause accidents for other ships. So that's why they have provided magnets all along the corners of the curtain. This is a really good idea which can be implemented in our home as well. Right now we are in Brazil. We boarded the ship in Brazil and this is the first day in the ship. The loading is still going on, and once it's completed, we'll be sailing from Brazil to the US. The climate is always good in Brazil. It's always neutral. It's not too hot or it's not too cold. So Brazil always has the perfect weather conditions to go on a tour or go for sightseeing. Since today is the first day, we cannot go out anywhere. But we'll be leaving Brazil in 2 days, so we are planning to go somewhere and visit the wonder of the world, Christ the Redeemer statue tomorrow. Let's see how it works out. Now coming back to this work desk, as you can see, this is a very simple functional desk. It has 2 drawers on the left side and 3 on the right side. It is full of documents and stationery supplies usually, which my husband never uses. There are some documents and books placed on the table. And of course there is this anti-skid mat placed on the table, on top of which all the other items are placed, so that even if the ship rolls, none of these objects will fall on the floor. There is a new set of cards over here. All these were already present when we entered the room. We did not bring in all these things. It was already either used by the previous chief officer or it's been here for a very long time. So I don't know what all these are. This is a sore muscle spray. And there's also a bottle of honey. There are some crackers and there's a spoon. There are some facial tissues. and maybe all these things were used by the previous chief officer. If I can just put all of these things into one shelf, the other two shelves will be free for me to organize my stuff. So this is what I do all the time. Now here's this huge empty space, so I can put my creams, room fresheners and all other items here. So I'm just checking out the room to find more storage space. Back home, I always complain that I do not have enough storage to keep all my things, but somehow when I'm on board, I always find space to stuff all my things inside, and I always manage with whatever space is provided for me. I guess we should follow this in our house as well, to design the house as simple as possible with good functional areas so that we can utilize small space to keep lots of items. This is our bedroom. So I cannot call this a double bed, nor I can call this a single bed. This bed is like a 1.5 bed which only fits me and Rayu. It cannot fit two adults. They've kept new towels for us and new soaps. This time the ship had visited India a few months back before coming to Brazil, so we had a lot of Indian supplies on board, starting from soaps and other cleaning materials, room fresheners, hand wash, juices, ice creams and so many other raw materials. Everything were from India. This is the place where phone numbers of all the rooms are displayed, and all other information related to this particular ship is displayed over here. I badly wanted to remove all these and decorate it with other items, but the chief said no, he did not want me to remove anything from this room because it might come handy to him after we leave. So he did not want me to change anything in the room, but he said I can put extra add-ons or put extra things to decorate, but not to remove anything. Again, this is a magnetic curtain that is provided for the window in the bedroom. Imagine we lived in this small space for about 2 months and we were really comfortable. We had minimal clothes to wear and we had enough storage space to keep our clothes and other items. This is the only wardrobe we have in this room, and the upper part is designated for life jacket and immersion suit. So this is perfect for these two and we cannot place anything there. And when we open the wardrobe, we can see a hanging rod and a small placement at the bottom to keep towels, bed sheets, etc. This is an extra bathroom curtain that is provided here. So if the bathroom curtain gets dirty, we can change it using this. The restroom is the same in almost all the ships except that only the master's room will be having a bathtub. All others' rooms are of the same dimensions and we don't get a bathtub. There's a dehydration urine color chart displayed in all the restrooms in the ship. Since we live in a closed, centralized, air-conditioned environment all the time in the ship, we tend to forget to drink water. We don't feel thirsty at all since we are in the AC all the time, especially for supernumeraries. We don't do much physical work as well, so we hardly drink any water, and the change in urine color indicates that we have not been drinking enough water. So this display of urine color is really important. This is a hand shower provided in every restroom, both for taking bath and for the toilet purposes. This is the storage unit provided inside the restroom. This has a magnetic closure. So even if the ship rolls, none of these objects are going to fall out. There are separate toothbrush holders, glass holders provided inside this. This bucket was placed here by the previous chief officer, I guess, but this was not useful for me and I didn't want to move it as well, so it was just lying there all the time. There was pull-out storage given under the cot as well, and there's also a side desk next to the cot. So all these has got some storage areas to keep our clothes and all other items. This is another emergency fire alarm placed inside the room. And this is the air vent. This is controlled by the engineers in the engine room. But if you want, you can close it or open it according to the temperature inside the room. If it's too cold, you can keep this air vent closed, or if it's hot, you can keep it fully open, but the temperature cannot be changed here. It can only be changed by the engineers. And this is the smoke detector placed in the living room. It has 2 batteries inside and we are prohibited from touching this. We are not supposed to tamper with this at any cost. There are only 3 switches totally in the room, one in the hall, one outside the bedroom and one inside the bedroom. The switches outside and inside the bedroom are two-way switches. It can be handled both from inside and from outside the room. Just next to our room is the captain's room, so we are very careful not to make much noise or disturb him. And on the other side we have the second officer's room, and the dead end has an exit door. This is like an L-shaped corridor. So on the other side of the stairway, we have the chief engineer's room and the second engineer's room. This is the stairway to go down to the lower desks and to the galley. And that's it about our room tour. Hope you got an idea of how a chief officer's room would look like on a merchant navy ship. See you again in another interesting, informative video. Until then, this is Fatima signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.